Good morning, Gemma.
Good morning.
Did you sleep well?
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
I woke a few times, but you did win a new place, don't you?
Yeah, I woke up at like 5 and really struggled to get back to sleep for a
Until
while.
it was like super quiet.
Yeah.
You didn't hear a noise.
Yeah, we'd just been for breakfast. We didn't vlog the breakfast because it was usually standard
It was
buffet
quite dark
breakfast.
actually in the breakfast.
It was, yeah. It was in a jazz club.
It was cute.
Nice. But yeah, the breakfast was really nice.
I'd stay here again. Like,
definitely, yeah.
look out the window, like how close we are to like, everything.
Yeah, well, we literally across the road and you're in all the shops.
Yeah, and the bars and everything.
Yeah. And it wasn't super expensive. It was like, I think I mentioned it was like £60 if you didn't want the breakfast.
Yeah.
For the night. So yeah, quite a nice place this. Anyway, enough about hotels because we need to get on the road because we're going to go to Dartmoor Zoo now, aren't we?
We are, yes.
And it's currently about 2 hours and 7 minutes away and increasing. The traffic
Like
starts.
Monday morning traffic kicks in,
Yeah. I was hoping to get to, and I think that's it, Clifton Suspension Bridge, which I quite like to see. But I think we both kind of decided that we'd like to come back here again in future.
Yeah,
so
it's
we'll
really nice.
catch it then. And we also wouldn't mind doing Bristol Zoo. Potentially the old one and the new one when they eventually move over. So anyway, we're going to get on the road and we'll see you shortly in Dartmoor Zoo. Right, straight.
Not that voice, it won't.
Hello and welcome. We made it to Dartmoor Zoo. It was fun getting here because one of the roads was closed and we ended up in a lot of country lanes. We just remembered that the reason we helped them crowdfund was to become a charity. I'd forgotten whether it was for an enclosure or something, but no, it's to become a charity. Gemma spotted our first animal. All the way over there is a wallaby. We also have a capybara enclosure to the left. It's got some mixed exhibits here, but it's quite like that. So, what's to see here? We don't have a huge amount of time, but we're not really in a rush to get to Cornwall, which is where we're going to head after this. So it should be fun. Quite the uphill climb to get to the main part of the zoo. We have capybara and emu in this enclosure here.
And Mara.
And yeah, we also saw some Mara. They were actually running up the hill earlier, which was quite nice.
We've got access to this one and this one. There is a next.
So they might have moved over into the next one over. But if you come in here, yeah, halfway there, at this point you're 180 metres above sea level. The largest spider web in the world was measured at 180 metres. Certainly prepare for a bit of a walk if you come in here, just from the entrance up to the main part of the zoo. It's quite a climb. It's quite nice though, because I mentioned that we'd read the book and it talked about the walk up to the main part of the zoo. It's kind of nice to actually see it now. By the time we get to the top, I'll probably be ready to go home. There's the Mara. They've also got their own Halloween event, Boo at the Zoo.
Oh damn, it's early.
Yeah. And there's some guinea fowl over there. I think we're near to the top now. Well, to the main part of the zoo. We have ostrich and zebra. And some goats. Do not feed the goats no matter what they tell you. There's always got to be a goat on something, hasn't there?
Yeah.
Good signage. Grant and Chapman's, yeah. Gonna play about over there. Oh, it's a proper zoo when they've got roaming peacocks. And some feeding times, meerkats, wolves, otters and cheetah. It's a good selection of animals here actually now. Here's the house, look. This is also a wedding venue apparently.
Oh, nice.
Called Goodamore House.
Oh, look, they've got moles.
And they do have moles. They're not part of your admission fee though.
So I would like to see one.
Yeah. Yeah, Gemma's made a nice point. It kind of reminds us of a Welsh mountain zoo. It's quite hilly. And there's all like examples of like this older enclosures that are no longer used from like, previous owners of this zoo as well. We just spent a few minutes looking in this aviary, and this is one of the last remaining original enclosures, and it's on the list to be replaced, and there's nothing in there. So we didn't find any birds in them, but we'll continue on our journey. Gemma found a pretty butterfly, and by the time this thing started recording it had gone. Yep, there's dinosaurs about.
And I can hear peacocks.
Yeah, proper good zoo noises. We like zoo noises. And I like this as well, signage about native wildlife.
Yeah.
It's really good. Ladybird larva. and tortoise shell. I think, was that what you just saw?
Yes, yeah.
We have spare space for stinging nettles in our garden because I keep forgetting to cut them down.
They go for butterflies though.
They are, so they can stay around. Well, there might be otters in here. They're currently in hiding. Wow. The beautiful lynx. To clarify, that's a Carpathian lynx, if you're interested. And we're going to continue round.
A double enclosure as well, actually, there's another door open to the side.
Heading up to the jaguar viewing platform. The zoo does have a one-way system in operation at the minute, which actually generally makes it easier to find everything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, jaguars will be jaguars.
Not the easiest animals to stuff.
No.
There's plenty of places that he could be like curled up behind.
We do have the raccoon dog down there, who's kind of chilling in a pot or a piece of pipe. Gemma said we've seen these before, but we can't quite remember where.
American Zoo.
Yeah, possibly.
His name's Kato.
Cool. We do like this. These are little homes for hedgehogs. Good. Love native species stuff. Not enough UK zoos do this well, I think. These are really nice as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the little castle's cute.
I mean, obviously we're not going to see hedgehogs now.
No, it's daytime, but
this
just to know that it's done is cool. We have
some
crown cranes here, yeah, Tarraco. It's said on the sign there they've just got some dick in. They're currently a bit shy. Dicks are always quite shy anyway, we find. The Tarracos are showing well. And the crown cranes are bonkers. Everywhere.
Pretty bird. Hello, pretty bird.
Did he just trill at you? That's cute.
Oh, you pretty.
Beautiful Tarracos. These are white crested Tarracos.
White cheeked.
White cheeked Tarracos. I was going to say they don't have crests that are white. Where'd they get that name from? Just me misreading the
Look at
sign.
the little yellow eyelashes. I love that red in the wings.
You can tell it's one of the newer enclosures as well. It looks good.
It looks like Lakeland's little African.
Yeah,
aviary.
it does, yeah. And Lakeland vibes about the place. It's much bigger though. And we had to pop back and see this guy again because we really like him. Or her. Wow. Absolutely beautiful. We'll probably try and get back to this jaguar enclosure at least once more before we leave because we really want to see this jaguar. We've seen the jaguar. He's up there.
He's coming down. Going back.
Apparently he walks along this side because this is where the keepers come and bring his dinner.
Yeah, you can see the path there.
Yeah. He's beautiful. The raccoon dog's peering at us through the bushes over there. You can just see a little face poking through the bush.
There he is.
There you go. Behind another bush. It's a duck and cover. We do have a cheetah enclosure here. Can't actually see any cheetahs just yet though. But, oh, actually I can, but up on the top of the hill over there.
Oh yeah.
Was it Tebow and Barrow?
Yes.
Apparently Tebow is the feisty one and Barrow's the laid back one. I do like that they give you a bit of backstory on the animals and a little bit of information about them. The other one
You can scan.
is up there. This is also quite a good idea. You can use the QR code to adopt the animal if you stood here and you like the look of it. That's some clever thinking from zoos. I have to say there aren't many zoos where you can stand in one spot of the zoo and see the tigers. The lions are over there through the fence and the cheetahs are just there. I feel like I know this enclosure so well from just like seeing pictures online of that cat house as well.
Yeah.
Look at this guy though. Bonnie cat. Also there is another one just around this corner here. We pop a bit further along, you can see the other one there. Considering we're talking considerably less than the likes of Chester Zoo's budget here, it's actually quite a nice tiger enclosure. Again, really good information on the animals. Alicia and Dragana arrived from Dartmoor Zoo 28th June 2016 at Dartmoor Zoo, sorry. And the hand-reared tigers, I wonder if they'll truffle. And there's information on like why do we feed carcass feeds and things like that. Why is our moat green? Everything's information, this is really good. Whether people read it or not is another story, but it's just nice to see it. Gemma's just pointed out, this is the boy. Girl's down there. He's proudly showing his back wheels so we know he's the boy.
Just roll over.
Yeah. Like, yep, I'm boy. An animal you don't need to look at the back wheels to see. There's the male lion and female. These are apparently recently introduced. She's still got mottling on her fur. I wonder if she's quite young. Yeah. Seems to be quite chill at the minute though. You know, we're going to swing around again and check out the tigers one more time.
The information I read on this is like the hand readers and the lasses.
Ah, I
They
see.
sometimes face because they want human attention.
Yeah. And then further around we've got a great grey owl.
Looking at you.
Always like a great grey owl.
Mistrusted.
Might be a difficult spot, but we've got Iberian wolf here as well. This is where it walks out in front of us and starts juggling. And sure enough, there's a wolf come running around. Trust me, it's behind there. Oh, it's over there. Get to stand and watch the wolves while we queue to nip into the reptile house, which is nice. You can hear the sheep. And we couldn't find the gecko, it's on the window. There's a couple of them.
I see that one.
Exotic blue iguana here. Very nice. California king snake. That is really nice markers. Arachnophobia warning. Some pink bird eating spider. And the golden mantella are in here as well. I did just spot one, but it's gone wandering. Oh yeah. And here we have the yellow-headed day geckos.
They're very pretty.
And a crested gecko just over the back there. Oh yeah. Very pretty that one, isn't it? Yeah, the crested gecko is just one of our favourites, panther chameleon. He's quite active as well. And you. Classic one for spotting leaf insects, there's lots of them. Yeah, it does help. There's one there, there's some nature in action over there. And one there, a couple there. Up there at the back as well. The more you look, the more you see. We've got the stick insects. Another one, you see more the more you look. Not so often this sort of species doesn't stand still enough for Gemma to get Instagram photos, but this spiny tail lizard is motoring ground.
Just getting a heat lamp, that's all.
Get comfy. Beautiful. Dartmoor Institute of Animal Science. How cool is that? Got their own facilities.
T-Rex over there.
And yeah, there are dinosaurs everywhere. Watch for dinosaurs. A potential difficult spot here with the red-handed tamarins. I don't think we've ever seen those, have we?
No, we've seen red-handed spider monkeys. Oh, and there's
White-faced sakis as well.
One of my favourites.
Gemma's spotted something in the middle there. Looks like the tamarins. Just want to check off our list that we don't have. Yeah, some zoo fans keep species lists that they to check off all the species that they can see. We've never kept one.
We've completed one list.
Oh yeah, we've got bears.
All the bears. Yeah. Yeah, eating a little. Oh, he's dead sweet.
Yeah. I don't know you can see much out through this mesh, but it is there.
Well.
Oh yeah, that's one of your favourites. Ooh, on a species just in there, wrens just run into that bush. Some very active marmosets here.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
They're sweet little things, aren't they?
It's a nice little enclosure, this, isn't it?
Mhm. What's a height for them?
Off they go. There's another example of some of the older enclosures that aren't used anymore. Walk through in Avery's.
The other sides of that.
Like a little history lesson walking around here. Some of the older buildings, isn't it?
Are these the toilets again? So we've gone.
Yes, we've gone the whole loop.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can work our way back along now, and there's a bit more on the other side. So we haven't completely finished. Yeah, Gemma wasn't wasting her time. That first enclosure, this is the old enclosure that they are planning to replace soon. There are actually some pottery in there. Just in the bottom there, and there's one a bit further in, I think, as well. We almost missed a bit. There's a burrowing hole.
You're not doing a very good job of boring, are you?
They burrow in the sky. There's also a long-nosed pottery behind us, but we didn't spot them.
But they've got a ladder.
Yeah. This is what we like to see in zoos as well. Construction of new facilities.
Yeah.
There's a reason to come back. Admittedly, it's a long way to come to this zoo.
But if Cornwall impresses us with that family.
Yeah.
Himalayan Manala.
And we did drive past Peyton and Noah's Ark Zoo to get here.
And the wild place.
Because I hadn't checked the map and we could have gone to those as well.
The wild place as well.
And the wild place. So there's loads of other places for us to go.
He's there. In his roost.
Oh, lovely.
Very pretty bird.
And this zoo just keeps on giving. You think you've done it? Oh, there's gelato this way as well. One of Gemma's favourites, the gelatas. I think you feel at home with them, don't you? This one's a bit close. And very colourful.
He is very colourful.
Dinosaur eggs in this enclosure, look.
And there's a great horned owl
Yes.
up there.
Great horned owl. That is difficult for a Wigan to say. Great horned owl. Hiding up in the corner here. Not the best spot on the camera, I'm afraid, but it is there.
He's lovely.
Yeah. One day we'll buy a camera that focuses round fences, not on them. Or I'll figure out how to do manual focus on a Sony. One of the two. We also have some more common marmosets.
You saw some movement in there.
I was just saying, I'm curious to know what this enclosure used to be.
He's right there on the tree.
Because it's a big pit. Be interesting to see what used to be kept in here before the zoo was owned by its current
Did
owners.
you just catch that?
I did. The jumping marmoset.
Ah, that's it. That's me.
Yeah.
Shouting to the sheep.
You can hear just a sheep or a goat screaming over the back.
It's just that way you can't go.
Yeah. Yeah, we find these with our ears because you sometimes hear them screaming. Just like that. No, you'll hear this a shrill, piercing squeak. You might have heard it on the previous video actually. They've gone in now, so you'll not be able to hear.
Because they've actually...
Yeah. So we're back at the beginning, and Gemma said it'd be nice to get a better look at the zebra. And there's one here. Like they listen to us.
Can we go on with that?
I don't know. We can look from here, can't we, with our
I
eyes?
think you can. 'Cause
Oh, there's an
a thing
ostrich
to-
here as well.
There's a thing to scan, so I think
Oh
you
yeah,
can.
of course there is. It's quite nice. You get quite close to the zebras here.
Oh, and the ostrich.
And the ostrich. It's a lady ostrich. Hello, Mrs. Ostrich. How are you? Show you the zebras as well. 2 of them. Or is that a 3rd one over the back over there?
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't be a zoo without meerkats. Oh, keep still. Oh yeah, the meerkats do lay big eggs.
I've got no food. Sorry, bud.
The chirping is very cute on the meerkats.
Yeah. Hang on.
Let's have a quick look in the shop while we're here. This is also the restaurant as well. Lots of dinosaurs. I mean, we're always on the lookout for pin badges and t-shirts, to be honest, but we'll see what they've got.
Dartmoor Zoo.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, perfect. T-shirts for £15. That may pick a t-shirt up, those are nice. And what's Gemma found? Some lanyards. There's t-shirts over there, Jem.
Okay. We've got a magnet.
A magnet. And some pens.
Thank you.
Sarah. I actually agree with that though, picking up the pens is probably not a bad idea because we never have any.
An eco wood pen.
Yeah. Maybe have to get one of them as well. We looked out on the t-shirts, they didn't have any for fat lads like me. Now I'm an extra large and the maximum they went up to was large. And a bit morbid, Gemma's just spotted this. There's a fern garden and a pet cemetery, but from 1815.
So, died July 1952. Or 1852?
Don't know.
Aged 15 years.
Ned. October 1851. Fine. Well, some of these gardens are all maintained by volunteers, which is quite like.
Can't even really read because of that old spa, does that say?
It's one of the tigers, wasn't it, Spa? The otters this time.
And the raft in the water.
Always worth doing a few laps of a zoo. See the things you missed or weren't showing the first time. Different times of day, different animals tend to be more active.
Different weather conditions as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this time we've seen more lynx. The one we saw earlier, plus another one just coming out of the shelter. The one we saw earlier is having a nice active explorer of the enclosure now. And still as beautiful as earlier. So we sit down in the car. We did a bit of reading. It's Flavio is it? And Willow. Flavio and Willow. And Willow is feisty apparently. And Flavio is famous because he went for a bit of a wander a few years ago and they had to capture him again. But they managed to get him back, which is really good. And since then he's settled his roots, I think. I'm assuming that's him and that's her. We won't be making assumptions, you know. I mean, he does look bigger if he is it.
I don't know.
Beautiful though, aren't they? Absolutely love lynx.
Pixie's got little lynx ears, hasn't she?
Yeah, for now. You are beautiful and you know it, don't you?
It's worried because the markings above the eyes. Like, because it's got its happy markings above the eyes.
On lap 2, the brothers are all hunkered down together up on top of the hill. So, what do you think of Dartmoor Zoo?
It's nice, small, quaint.
It's like,
Diamonds in the rough, I think.
yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a nice place.
It reminds
I'd
me of
definitely come here
like
again.
Welsh Mountain, Lakeland Wildlife Oasis, where you can see its potential and how it's changing and new stuff getting built. All the
And
animals.
then you've still got the history of the old place as well,
Yeah.
which is quite nice. I actually quite like as well. And we've
I
got
like
peacock.
the animals, look quite naturalistic. Plenty of like height to their enclosures and
Yeah,
stuff.
so a good chunk of walking because there's a lot of hills.
Yeah, it's very hilly.
We
What
decided
else?
to stop for a drink. There's a little drinks kiosk there as well as the main restaurant. But we decided we'd just have a drink at the kiosk and look at this beautiful peacock who's now hidden his head. Nice spot of the cheeses here. We just got up off of them. What time is it?
1:30.
They're not being fed just yet. I think it was at 2:30.
Yeah, I think so.
Also, Gemma just farted so loud this peacock looked.
In disgust.
So the intention is now that we're out of the big summer season, and probably an extra busy summer season for a lot of zoos, we'll start to do more zoo visits again. Probably be back to Chester very soon. So keep an eye on the channel for those videos. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel. And yeah, we've definitely got Chester on the cards. Maybe Lakeland before the end of the year. See where else we can get to. But probably not Yorkshire just yet. We will get there one day, just not yet.
Yeah, it's not a day trip, I feel, like, because it's... What was that noise you just said? I feel like it's... No, you need to stay over and to get the best out of it.
We just missed that while we're filming over there. Both of the cheetahs have just gone running up the hill to the top. We're going to have to keep an eye because they've been a bit active. We might have to go over and see them for you. Sorry, you were saying before you were rudely interrupted by cheetahs.
That, Yorkshire, I feel, is like somewhere we need to stay over because it's quite a long drive and then it feels like it's quite a tiring walk around as well.
Yeah, we need to give it the attention it deserves.
Yeah, so we need to book to go and stay, which won't be this year because I've got no holidays left.
No. It's a 3-hour drive from Liverpool, so I'm not going to do that in a day. We're going to have to make a weekend. I'm very eager to come down and see the Gootie. He's been sat here munching on snacks while we were having our drink. Also the Saki monkeys out there over there. Again, apologies for this mesh, but I didn't install it, so that's our visit to Dartmoor Zoo completed. A nice couple of hours.
Yeah.
2-3 hours here did we spend? I don't know.
Yeah, it's about 3 hours, yeah.
Okay, smash. So we're going to begin the walk down to the beginning of the zoo again.
Yeah.
Probably been here for another half an hour.
Sit
No.
down this time.
Joking aside, I really enjoyed the zoo. It's
Yeah,
really good.
it's got very much Welsh Mountain
Yeah.
Zoo vibes if you've been there.
I think if we lived closer, we'd definitely be back more often.
Yeah, just to
But,
see those links again.
Yeah, 5 hours is a good way to come. At least 5 hours actually. Got some Mara here as well. Yeah. Right, yeah, so we're done with our trip to Dartmoor Zoo now. We're going to make our way over to Cornwall from here.
Yeah.
It's about a 2-hour drive, but we're all going to call and get some shopping on the way for the Airbnb. Get the car. Bruce has done as well on this journey so far as well. Get the luggage in the back. We're making such good time, and I'm talking we were going to be 50 minutes early.
Yeah.
That we stopped off at was it Taunton Dean
Yeah,
Road Chef for a Costa. Gemma's got a lovely ice mocha that was served hot,
Yeah.
and I've got a peach tea.
So I don't like Costa anymore, it seems to bloody listen to you.
Mm.
3 times she asked me what size I wanted. I was like, I want a large iced mocha. I've got a medium hot mocha.
Medium. 7 out of 10.
5.
5 out of 10. Even though they gave you the wrong drink. That's quite generous.
So at least it's still a mocha.
The peach tea's nice.
And there's no whip on it, which they got that bit correct.
Okay. I don't know if that's my car alarm or not. I haven't had the Kia didn't have one. I hadn't had a car alarm for 4 years. I don't know what the new car sounds like. The Costa might not score too highly, but the amount of puppers that turned up scored very highly. So we basically dog spotted for half an hour, which was nice. There it is, our first view of beautiful Penzance. No, we called. This is actually quite convenient. This is literally about a mile and a half away from where we're staying. So we're just going to get some food for the week. And this is where we're going to be staying. We got here. So we just need to get our key and we can get inside. Also, I did just learn the hard way that the front of the Mazda's long and I've just scratched the bumper. So, need to do some repairs on the car when we get home. It's not the end of the world though. That's what bumpers are for, isn't it? Yeah.
They are.
We got all of our stuff in, so you didn't get the open door tour. But this is our little base of operations for the next week. It's quite an old property, so very rustic. It's the lights. It's really nice. We have some big wicker chairs with cushions on them, table and chairs. Bottle of wine provided by the host there, which is nice. The smoke alarm is beeping. I'm going to ping the guy who owns the place and just let him know. I might even just pick up a battery. Double bed here. Nice view at the window. Can't really show you now, but I'll show you in a minute from the kitchen. This is much nicer though. Down the steps here. Bathroom. Serviceable bathroom with an electric shower. And this way. Kitchen. Kitchen's nice and bright. There's a dishwasher, fridge freezer. There's an oven, hob, washing machine. And that is the nearby gardens. So it's like a park that people can walk through, which is really nice. We get a view over into the park, which is lovely. Yeah, the microwave there and things. We don't have access to the terrace, it's just to be used in the case of emergency. We don't really have use for it anywhere. But yeah, it's not too bad. But the nice touch is you do get parking outside, which is quite rare in Penzance, so that was quite useful to me. I think that benefits us quite well, apart from the fact that I nearly demolished the wall with the front of my car. You alright with it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's much bigger than I expected.
Yeah. I feel like we don't need all the space, do we?
No, like this room is well bigger than it looks on pictures.
Yeah. See, there's a TV with Netflix on it. We brought our own laptop as well, so we should be okay. Can't quite see the sea from here, but we are literally about a 3-minute walk down and we're at the seafront.
It was just one row behind the sea, aren't we?
Yeah.